strategies. When they come out with a map that you just absolutely do not expect them to pick, you have to suspect that they have something under their sleeve, that they're going to be showing us something a little bit new, perhaps.
Like crazy, I think Sean was making a great point earlier about how having Fracture in the map pool means that you have to be good at either Fracture or Breeze if you're going to get deep into this tournament. And I think for the Vision Strikers, you know, with stacks on Breach, Fracture's just a great map for him, and you don't want to play him on the map.
Buzz does get dazed there by the Trailblazer. Buzz making his way out on the site. He's going to be lurking through the wall, taking a bit of decay here. As the spike will get planted. So far, no real damage getting pushed out, but as I say that, King, oh man, barely lines up the second headshot. Putting PTC down. 2 HP remaining for him. Now a 2-man advantage for the side of Vision Strikers. Buzz going to be taking a tailwind back up inside, over towards the cave. Keeps himself out of line of sight. Spots John Olsen there, but doesn't want to go for the repeat. Shock darts used. Buzz now playing on the cave side of Pyramids, letting them push over towards him. John Olsen, though, as he rounds that side over towards Ninja, manages to get rid of stacks. Buzz falls down. King now with 3 kills, still somehow manages to come up with another despite only having 2 HP. Bites will try to buy some extra time. John Olsen looking to go aggro, but RB shuts him down, is looking for a little bit more. Lemmy Snacks would just like to try to get some kills here. Seemingly can't get the shot to line up. Mako will find the elimination, and King will survive through all of it. Vision Strikers takes another pistol round, albeit this time with a bit of confusing play.
RP runs out of bullet, just turns his back, tries to hide his head from his opponent. Oh man, I love the setup here for the Vision Strikers. Really, really honestly, I mean, all of this is on to King. Getting these 2 opening kills lined up for him is huge. And, you know, Mako gonna swing around the side, help RB out a bit there. But RB here in a great position. If everything kind of goes sideways, he's still got 2 shock darts for the post plant. Vision Strikers, that's why you see them back off the site right away. They've got a lot of post plant utility that they're able to utilize on that pistol. They set up the wall to cut off the short side angle of A, get the plant down, and then they can back off. Just let FS come to them, and you can see, even though FS doesn't get killed along the way to getting to the Vision Strikers back lines, it doesn't matter. There's not enough time left.
Buzz for now just going to be lurking in Hall, peeking down, seeing if anybody's going to push their head out around the corner. They are not. Everybody now just going to be starting to inch their way forward through shop. They can take that orb. First, they want to start with a drone. See if they can get this scout onto Superbus. It'd be really nice to try to get him out of this ninja's position. And there you go, he'll clear it. Buzz has moved up right alongside the drone, just escorting him into the site. Finds one, the wall comes down. Buzz is good for a second. Spots another over towards the stairs, takes a little bit of damage. Will manage to stay alive. John Olsen looking a bit worse for wear here. 24 HP remaining for him, and Buzz will find a third. Now on pace for an ace. Push comes out, and Lemmy Snacks will shut down that dream. Nice little shot from him with the Sheriff. Him and Chala versus the world, and that reads the classic. Oh man, can he get the last one? He's running out of bullets, but King will say nope. Manages to get that elimination. So 2 members down, Vision Strikers will take that anti-eco. Full sense now. Rifles getting ready to come through in their hands. Let's see if they can win this round yet again. Yeah,
you can see a little bit of a change up here from the Vision Strikers in how they handle the post plant because they get those 2 big opening kills. Buzz is able to gain so much space there on the right side of the Pyramids, and that just means that the Vision Strikers could push forward with those Spectres, really punish the encroachment of Full Sense here, just catch them along the way. Although Lammy Stacks has a Sheriff, and that's where things get dangerous on this map. These long-range guns, like the Sheriff, like the Vandal, can really change the tides of things. Lammy, it's a couple nice shots. It's not enough, but it's some value out of what could have been a really disastrous round for FS.
So right there, King 4-0 so far, just 2 away from having that. Oh, the push out. Timing there from Buzz, ideal, but King will find a 5th kill. Shock dart going to be lobbed in. King will get tagged up a bit. Seeker's now going to be used by Stacks. Go ahead and identify where the members of Full Sense are lurking here around the B site. Looks like maybe a triple approach to the archers in the back. Otherwise, 1 coming through tunnel. Trailblazer not going to be able to find too much of anything.
How fanned out the Vision Strikers are, expecting some kind of lurk here, but they're going to get a ton of information out of that camera. They are going to see a lot of members, but Lammy able to turn it around, takes down King with the headshot.
It gives him his first death. Oh, the dink goes through, looks for a little bit more. Stacks putting quite a bit of damage into PTC and Chalala, but doesn't manage to find those kills. The bites are coming down, however.
What is this lineup?
This is going to be a nice little lineup, but John Olsen pushes forward, gets a headshot onto RB. Mako around the back will fall. The fuse can come in. Cheeky little setup there for the side of Vision Strikers, but Full Sense, they get into a nice forward position. They catch RB off guard, so they can't further utilize those shock darts. They will get the defuse, and they will win their rifle round yet again.
Yeah, even though the Vision Strikers are able to get a lot of information, get some decent shots in, just pure firepower here is going to prevail for Full Sense. I like the way that we're seeing the Vision Strikers set up for these post plants. We see this all the time with RB when he's on Sova. It's immediately him on the back line waiting to land some insane shock darts from downtown. And that's what he's trying to set up there, try to bounce one over. Just isn't given the opportunity. Great recognition by John Olsen here to step forward, shut down RB, and not even give him the chance.
Fantastically done. We move forward. Buzz going with the operator here on the attacker's side. So looking to see if anyone's going to push around that right side of pyramids. They are not. Just out around the corner there from this camera, so Chalala doesn't necessarily see him at all.
They sense something. There was a ping that came out, so they're suspecting that somebody's potentially hanging out there by the pillar, but right now, the Vision Strikers just got to take their time. They're going to change the pace. They're going to slow things up. We haven't even seen the toxic screen come down as far as I can tell, so they're just really waiting to maybe go for an execute. But this is an early op here for Buzz, and this is great to see from the Vision Strikers. I was concerned about what their long-range firepower was going to be like, and this is such an important map for this player right here. Vision Strikers putting a lot of confidence in Buzz on this map. Is able to get the shot on the John Olsen.
Right as he peeks out, Buzz shuts him down. That is the Blaze Storm also online, but he will also find Chalala.
Oh.
Strikes him down. 2 kills for Buzz yet again. It's just been excelling over on these A-site attacks. Creep around the back into shop, but RB, he doesn't even have the gun out when he runs in, manages to draw down fast enough to outtrade PTC. Doesn't even take that much damage, and King finds Lammy lurking across into mid. All comes down to Super Bus, and with a Guardian, I mean, we've seen people pop off with Guardians in the past, but in a 1v5 clutch scenario, it doesn't seem good. And King is in his prime position. He's got 2 HP remaining yet again. That is when he is the deadliest.
That's the King buff right there.
You don't want to mess with King when he's got 2 health.
Yeah, Super Buffs here, this is a great gun for this map, but not much he's going to be able to do off it. Vision Strikers are fully retreating into uncontested territory, so there's no way that he's going to be able to find much value out of this. There's no way he's going to be able to get a gun upgrade. I don't think the only gun that potentially could be available is over by the pillar in the mid.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any way in hell he's going to try to go for that. So yeah, Vision Strikers here, a clean execute, and again, this is all on the back of Buzz. The start of this round with these operators, that is so crucial on this map. To be able to hit your long-range shots with the snipers is so valuable. And I was kind of curious if we were going to see any marshals, but we haven't seen any yet. I mean, this is just perfect. Yep, great lineups, great, recognition of the positions. What can you say? That's just incredible.
I love the ping into it as well. He's just like here and then just kills him. It's akin to Babe Ruth pointing out into the center of the stands and just nailing that home run.
I think it's more of a just in case,
Yeah, good stuff there. But now John Olsen does manage to creep forward, gets that orb, can pop the Blade Storm here for this overall eco. Obviously, Super Bus retaining his Guardian. Everybody else just going to be on Classics and 2 Sheriffs. See if they can make this happen. It would be a fantastic turnaround here for Full Sense. Stop Vision Strikers from getting those stretch leads that they so very much love to run away with.
Yeah, you can see VS just going to put the toxic screen a little bit deeper onto A this time. Kind of makes me curious what the post plant setup is going to look like here this go around, as it is going to be Stacks pushing well forward, and the rest of them are just waiting behind. So again, they're just going to be looking for some of these post plant situations. King going to be really important in Alley to lock this down.
They get in rather cleanly. Stacks trying to make his exit. John Olsen will get him in the head. Weapon not going to be in a recoverable position, so it doesn't help him out in that regard, but still a man off the board. Super Bus, though, falling means that they have lost out on their one rifle. Oh, the timing! The push around the corner, and Mako will not get prepared in time. Off shot not going to connect there from Buzz. Does get blind, but RB manages to hold it down for 2 before falling to Lammy Sachs' shot dart. Buzz out with the blades, manages to cut down both. It takes the round for Vision Strikers, where it started looking a bit shaky.
I know that Full Sense just lost this round, but I really, really like the way they approached this.
Yes,
on the retake.
Absolutely.
Coming into the post-plant scenarios, they've already identified what Vision Strikers is trying to do on their attacker's side, and they're trying to take advantage of it. Now, Mako just caught in a little bit of a weird timing there around the corner as Viper's switching over to that snake bite, but that's okay. RB is there to pick up a double. Stacks did get taken out early with that incredible headshot with the blades from John Olsen, but it is the right ideas. I mean, I think if FS has all their guns in hand on that round, I think that is a very different round there for the Thai squad.
Oh, for sure. It's a good damage dealt with the disadvantages that they were working with, now have rifles back into their hands. And again, look at like, okay, John Olsen's going to be joining the Vandal party as well. We'll be outnumbering the Phantoms, and that's not going to be the most shocking revelation for us here, as we were already kind of chatting about it, given that it's on Breeze. Stack's not using the Vandal, though, does still surprise me a little bit.
I mean, the Vision Strikers have really dedicated themselves to the Phantoms. It seems like they just converted 100% almost over to it. You know, for better or worse, I'd say there's maps where I feel like that's maybe not the right call, but King doing such a good job here on this long lurk. Gets deep into the defender spawn.
Yeah, all the way through halls, catches him right in the spawn, really nicely done, and that is going to be the neural theft used to go ahead and spot him out. They say, okay, we'll shift over to the A site. We know that there's 2 there.
I've got your trail.
Seeker's now going to be used. Stack's finding that ult for the 2nd time. Door to be opened. Pulling back, but will get spotted, and King is in prime position. Cyber Cage to keep himself locked. Oh, he actually thought he got the kill. Turns away, turns back, and still takes down John Olsen. King is on an absolute tear right now.
Oh, you can tell he's just feeling it. I mean, when you're in the zone and you feel like your shots, just enough of them just landed that you should get the kill. It was just shy. He's able to fortunately turn around and do it somehow. I mean, this is just King's round. He has really put himself on the throne for sure.
A little bit of a jiggle with the mouse. I don't think that shock dart went exactly where he was hoping it was going to. King on the lurk. It's a little bit too low. Doesn't get too much damage out on the Super Bus. Vandal in hand, and one's going to be taken right out of his hand. Stacks catches him in the head. And that is just going to be Lammy heading for the hills, tucking all the way back in the back of B's sight. Let's try to retain that Phantom. Vision Strikers continuing to plow onward. Now picking up their 5th round win. 4-round stretch over Full Sense. Very scary look for them.
I mean, dude, King's already halfway back to his neural theft. I mean, this is just such an important round for him. It gets so deep, gets the information on where they are. That allows Vision Strikers to set up their toxic screen to go over the plant. Seekers are going to give them the information that there's nobody pushed up in front of the pyramids. They can safely move in, get the plant down. King just continues to be an absolute nuisance there from the alley by the switch. He's just so good, man. I love to watch King play because when he starts lurking, when he starts getting that confidence, that's when you got to be real scared of the opposing team.
Yeah. John Olsen, Marshall in hand. Move down. Out door into mid. No one really playing around that side. Does have PTC here for a setup. They want to try to go for a wide swing off the back of a blind. Vision Strikers very much playing around this. Just going to be creeping forward.
I'm kind of curious about this Hunter's Fury from Lammy Snacks. Like, what is this going to look like here on this round? Because with the way the Vision Strikers are playing off-site, it makes it pretty difficult. You have to react pretty quickly onto the plant to get it to go. And here come the Vision Strikers right away, dashing right in, going for it.
In his position, he's easily set up for plant denial. Spike's not yet moved through. He will start advancing that forward now onto the sides, on the back of the pillar. And that is going to be the call out here, but Hunter's Fury, he will tag one, but it's actually not the planter. Buzz is going to be taken down, so that's still going to be a win. Spike not yet planted. They also get the follow-up tag on the stacks, knocking him down to 70 HP, and suddenly this looks very good for the side of Full Sense. Updraft over the top for a target. King around the corner, throws down the Cyber Cage, gets the headshot dink, gets the finish on the Chalala, but then Lammy Snacks coming in from the right side flank, manages to strike him down. John Olsen finds the headshot onto Stacks off cam. Mako cannot draw it down, he cannot scope it fast enough, and suddenly he's all on RB. He's ready for Superbus to push into window, but he cannot get the shots off. They will wait out the fight, they will get the defuse, and Full Sense will put a 2nd round on the board.
Yeah, this is such a good round for Full Sense. And first of all, I like the way that Stacks positions himself when he's going for the spike plant. He's just a bit further towards the defender's side than you would normally be planting by that pillar. So that's why the initial Hunter's Fury actually misses him, hits Buzz instead. So that's a nice little recognition play here from Stacks. But the follow-up here, again, from Full Sense, what we were talking about in that previous eco round at Kilios, where they are swarming to the back line of these post-plant setups. You know, Mako's back there waiting with the snake bikes, trying to find one. They don't even give him the chance. They just pressure him and RB and make sure that there's no hope that the Vision Strikers can ever get these post-plant setups going. It is so smart here from Full Sense.
Yeah, well, John Olsen having upgraded to the operator. For a similar peek, goes for a blind shot just in case he can catch a straight target. Does not manage to do so. A couple guiding lights being thrown out by Stacks over towards the A site. And he gives a nice little warning ping, so it seems like he did spot somebody. Dart out, Buzz pulling back just below the vent. John Olsen gonna be blinded.
Look at his lurk from PTC. He's getting real close.
Well, the tailwind forward, it distracts him for just long enough. King makes his way forward, gets the headshot out. Nice steady there from Buzz, manages to outtrade Superbus. Doesn't even actually get tagged up. All the bullets whizzing past him like he's Neo. Spike now going to be planted, just like that. Vision Strikers, as the pendulum swings, are looking to regain control of this game, not letting Full Sense try to string any rounds together. As for good measure, they throw down the pit. Mako says, come on in.
Yeah, this is going to be really, really difficult here for Full Sense. Buzz still...
Did he not see him?
I don't know if he did.
Over top of the wall.
I think the toxic screen came down just at the right moment there. PTC trying to flash his way through. Take a little bit of decay damage there. They're just spraying in, but there's just nothing that Full Sense can get.
They gotta stay in.
Yeah, they can't break through these defenses, so it's time to just pull out.
We'll just go ahead, pull back. I mean, King's getting himself into a decent little lurk position to maybe find the other members. He moves back down, peeks the doorway, sees that there's nobody there. PTC will find one for his trouble, so will not allow the flawless round to come through. So, takes one gun away, but fortunately for them, it's not the round victory that they were looking for. Vision Strikers maintaining a very healthy lead 4 rounds up.
PTC was moments away from getting into a huge flank onto Vision Strikers, but Vision Strikers, they dial up this push at the exact right time, and it's just a great entry from Buzz. I mean, he's just so nuts. I love to watch this guy play. He is such a big part of the Vision Strikers here right now, and yeah, the Vision Strikers just find a great timing to hit the site, to get the plant down, they get the kills, and then it's just, you know, then they can wait it out. Then they've got the numbers. Then they've got the ability with that op picked up for Buzz to just delay from that long position. RB,
What?
how do you win that?
Unbelievable. RB just pushes up, just dry peeks him, gets him in the skull, outtrades the operator, and John Olsen is not having a good go of it right now. Shut down yet again, operator on the floor. You can see now, I mean, PTC is like, I was, you know, set up to play, you know, off of you. Now I find myself a little bit stranded in mid. There's that a couple blinds. Just cycle back over into the shop through cave now as they look to assault this A site yet again. Hunter's Fury going to be used by RB, looking to escort his teammates out of the site. They're actually going to turn tail, make their way over towards B, because King says, hey, I'm in. There's no one here. It's completely unoccupied. But Chalala, look at this, gets himself forward in mid, manages to find Mako, and now everybody's going to be rerouted.
I like this play from the Vision Strikers. PTC tries to get through, but Buzz is going to shut him down before he can get a kill. A little bit of damage done, but not nearly enough here, as still King locking down the backside of the only 2 members left for FS, and this is just a great read here. I like that RB opted to go you know, alive, to give them the ability to get out, because I'm sure that Vision Strikers are pretty keen on the post-plant stuff, but they got anyway. Totally fine. Nice shot, Superbus.
Yeah, finally managed to stabilize there with the tap. Still need to get through 3 more members on the side of Vision Strikers, and Buzz perfectly lined up there on the archway. Gets the final shot, tailing away for style points. 4 kills for Buzz. Absolutely massive round there. It's very nicely done. Vision Strikers continuing to surge forward.
I mean, I just love the planning and preparation side on the breeze. All about, you know, giving Buzz, enabling him, whether it be him getting through on the entries, but once he's up this operator, he's just so
Buzz, he gets to get back out, gets that double kill, just sets him up for everything to snowball into his favor. John Olsen. Superbus looking to maybe get aggro here. Sheriff's out. Buzz wary of this. Throws down a cloud the shop. And the Trailblazer will confirm a forward position of at least 1 player. Now they'll have to pull back behind the pyramids to stay safe.
I like the way they do that. They time Buzz's movement. They go all the way around, so he comes from an off angle to see if anybody's lurking inside of that poison cloud. Nobody there, but that's a nice little set play. That's the little things from the Vision Strikers. Stuff like that, where they're trying to put their opponents in the worst position possible if they're pushed up.
Mako's ready for this. He's staring up at the top of the rope. Says, we haven't really been watching Hulls. Somebody could have moved forward. Staying privy to that. John Olsen going to be dashing away from Ninja, tries to stabilize, gets the 1 tap there onto Buzz, knocks him to 45 HP, but cannot get the kill. Chalala, however, will manage to find King. Given how he's been performing on this map so far, that's a very valuable pickoff on his otherwise eco round. Chalala does have that Vandal in hand now. Up, gets 1 tap onto Mako. Chalala again comes up with 2, manages to find 3 kills so far. Can he do more? Neural Depth going to be committed. Spike planted, the bite's coming down. They'll use the drone, pushing around the corner. RB with the off, cuts him down to size. Trying to spam through the wall, but just can't quite get enough penetration there. Find that elimination. RB's ready for the quick peek. Shuts down Lammy Snacks. Vision Strikers keep it rolling. 2 more rounds to go in the half.
Yeah, Chao, man, he almost gets this done with that only assault rifle they have there. That Vandal for him, so powerful, but just not quite enough to overcome that eco. Not bad here for full sense, but Vision Strikers, yeah, you know, doing a good job making sure that they're aware of the lurks through the alley. That doesn't really fool them. There was King's utility. There was a trap wire there, but that didn't get tripped because he got killed. So, but they're still ready for it anyway. RB doing such a wonderful job on the backside, and you know, for full sense here, Achilleos, they're going to have to take the timeout. It's been just another runaway attacker side half for the Vision Strikers.
Yeah, it's actually kind of surprising to see that they're waiting this long to call a timeout. Normally you see teams, okay, we're down by 4 rounds, let's go ahead and do that. They're down by 6 right now. They haven't been able to string the 2 that they have. We're not strung together back to back, as we can see there from the bottom graphic. It's been a really rough time of it here for Full Sense.
And this would have been the side of the map that I felt pretty confident for Full Sense. Just, you know, get John Olsen heated up with the snipers, whether that be marshals or operators, but they're barely able to get there. And the one time that John Olsen had it on, just blasts him, just blooms him. And then what are you going to do? I mean, then the defenses start to fall apart here. You don't have that full set coming on their eke off of a bye.
It's just John coming into this event. Right now, we're not a very slow start for him in the tournament, but when it's, you know, double elimination here off the bat, and you're potentially going to fall out, you know, into that lower bracket right off the rip in the first series, you need to get fired up and you need to have it happen quickly. You cannot make any mistakes after this. This would be a hell of a run back here. At least 2 more rounds, make it a 4-8 half. Becomes a bit more plausible for Full Sense to try to turn around this map.
Yeah, and again, you know, John Olsen, I don't want to ride him too much, but this has been the criticism of him. Particularly, you know, you remember, Achilleos, when we were working with the SEA cast, Estrado, Asteroid, and Black and Blue, and they all said it, that he's hot and cold. And when he's cold, then FS is cold.
Well, there's PTC gone. RB finding one. John Olsen will get 1 kill here on the board for Full Sense, but does get traded out, so a 2-for-1 exchange. Vision Strikers going to be feeling perfectly fine about that.
I like the dial-up of aggression here, trying to gain space by FS. It just doesn't pay off. The Vision Strikers aren't fooled by it. Again, the Strikers are so smart. They're so calculated. They're so calm. You know, off of a timeout, they probably said, look, FS is probably going to try to get aggressive, either down mid or down an off angle, down a flank. So let's be prepared for it. It's an easy crossfire. It's an easy setup for them. Now Buzz trying to push forward. He's really up with that op.
Yep, Seekers go out. Superbuzz has to clear those. Pulls back away. So behind the left pillar, left pyramid rather. Shot. Oh man, instant snap on from Buzz. Finds one, does get darted. Wants to try to exit here. Gets tacked up, barely manages to make it around the corner, throws down the weapons.
I think he's just spamming his keyboard.
Yeah, just hitting everybody possibly can. Managed to make it out with his life intact, but Lammy Snacks only going to be good for stacks at the very end of it all. RB finishes him, and that is 9-2. Last round in the half here. Vision Strikers looking for the 10-2. Buzz has overtaken King, but substantially now. It's 16-5-1.
You don't often see the face roll gun drop, but that's okay, Buzz. You did your job. That's good enough. Gonna throw the gun. I mean, he's just.
Just, oh dear God, get me out of here, please.
Is he actually gonna drop the operator this round? I saw him on one of our other monitors throw it into the ocean. I saw him head over and throw it into the ocean. So this is pretty interesting. What are the Vision Strikers gonna dial up here? It is. I think this is kind of on the back of seeing that the Viper's Pit is going to be here for FS, and that it's going to be a bit more of a claustrophobic fight. There's going to be a lot of battling inside of the Viper utility, not just FS's, but also the Vision Strikers. So really interesting kind of change of pace here.
You got a really forward push coming out, though, from Full Sense. They're getting a lot of information right now. Making their way up through elbow. John Olsen out in mid. Will manage to find one. Gets rid of stacks, but then King strikes him down. PTC with a lurk around the back, however. Finds RB, and he's going to upgrade that Guardian very quickly. Buzz puts his way up on top of Headshot Box, and now he's going to be left all on his lonesome. A 1v4 to try to make it a 10-2. Buzz, are you up to task? The drone comes out. He's going to be shot. And Lammy, with a quick little peek around the corner, will strike him down. 3-9 yet again here, as Full Sense get ready to move over the attacking side.
Yeah, I really like this from FS. They just put their foot on the pedal. They, that last round they tried to push up by the mid pillar to try to get something going. Didn't work. This time it's just a slow and steady lurk all the way around from the long B side, and that catches the backside of Vision Strikers for maybe the first time in this. We've seen post-plant setups kind of be disrupted for the Vision Strikers. We've never seen them be broken early like that.
Yeah, well, it's another rough start here for Full Sense. We'll see if they can dig deep and come back in the second half. But first, we're going to throw over to the analyst desk for the halftime breakdown.
Thank you very much. Guys, I feel like a little bit of deja vu here, Jess. Map 2, but another 9-3 start for Vision Strikers.
You know what? We expected them to come in rather strong, and it was a little bit of an unknown map for me. I wanted to see what Vision Strikers had to show, and I think they put on a pretty damn good show for us.
I couldn't agree more. I think this is exactly what I wanted to see out of Vision Strikers. Not a very tactical, perfect game, but a game where they can just kind of grind it out in a slow pace on breeze, and they could just destroy their opponent. They did nothing extremely special. They had great lineup for post plants. Dear God, they were all over those. But I'm just so pleased by watching this style of Vision Strikers that doesn't need the layered, synergized executes to win.
They were responding to what a lot of Full Sense was doing a lot of the times. How many times did they go, we want to push here, we want to apply a utility, uh-oh, we're getting a little bit too much resistance, rotate back.
Yes.
You know who was making a lot of the map control? And I didn't expect it? King.
Yes,
He's
I'm
just,
so glad.
you know, we're on the same
Yes.
wavelength, Sean. Don't you even worry. He's like, I'm going to go all the way up mid. There's no one here. Yo, boys, rotate back over to C. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm going to open the door. Boom, plant, win the round.
Yeah.
All off the back of one single call and one lurk from King. The man was on fire until Buzz was hitting some nasty operator shots, and then he overtook him.
I think the story is about King. You're absolutely right about that. The pistol round, he comes up big with a 3K. He had the huge lurk into an empty B site on one of the rounds that caused him to audible back, like you're referring to. He had a lurk through the A halls where he got a pick, pushed up aggressively, and then the lurk out of the door. He just had so much impact away from the pack. And when you have a player like that on your team, it opens things up so much for everyone else.
Gives me the Nats vibe, not gonna lie to you. Gave me the Nats vibe.
Well, the question is, for the side of Full Sense, they have to do something in the second half. Otherwise, they're going to be down automatically, Sean, into that lower bracket after day one.
It is an attack-sided map, so they have that going for them. But I will say, it's a 9-3 half doesn't leave you with a lot of wiggle room. People say the 9-3 curse, but it's just, you need the pistol, or you need the eco round right after that if you lose the pistol, and you just don't have room to make mistakes. And against Vision Strikers, right now down one map already, I'm not a believer.
They only win, on average, 59% of their attacking rounds on Icebox. So it's not an overwhelming, like, wow, we are like 80+% on our attacking side. They're only hitting about, a couple of rounds here and there, and then they'll lose another. They can't chain them appropriately on their attack like we would like them to. So if you're looking for a Full Sense comeback, it's going to have to break some of those statistics and set a new precedence here for Full Sense.
Well, Sean doesn't believe. Do you believe, Jess? Can they maybe do it?
Honestly, I didn't even think they would make it to a map 3 to begin with, and I'm not going to stray away from that story.
Oh, well, we shall see. I'm a believer. I'm going to send this back to Paperthin and Achilles to get underway for the second half.
Thank you very much, Sue. Holding out hope. That's good. That's what Sense needs. They need energy from their fans, from the audience. Send it out to them.
Yeah.
Goku style, energize these players because they need everything they can get.
I was going to say, you better be building a big Spirit Bomb. Because right now, Vision Strikers in firm control of this.
Ooh, okay. John Olsen, he was trying to go through door, got that denied away from him. Actually counter shut it, but manages to push in on top of RB, gets that kill, now comes around the back and Stacks is not ready for it. PTC will find Mako, and this is looking very clean, but King will find two. Buzz going down, King cleaned up, and Full Sense starts things off right foot forward. This is exactly what Sean just got done saying. They need to win this pistol round. They need to get the ball rolling. It's a fantastic start to the second half for Full Sense. Can they roll with it? We're going to find out.
It's kind of exactly what we were thinking on Haven, right? Same scoreline, same change of sides.
Yep.
It is going to be the attacker side for Full Sense, and they finally get this pistol round here. This is really, really important for them to turn the tide. That's a good start. Good aggressive stuff here from John Olsen. That's when he's at his best, and I do see that Marshall coming through from him. This is what I want to see from John Olsen. He needs to get heated up with these guns like the Marshall, like the Op, and that's when Full Sense can really start to turn the tides.
Creeping forward through cave, looking for a target at the back of pyramid. No one's going to be giving him the opportunity, and something tells me that Vision Strikers are very well aware that he might have that Marshall in his hand, so don't want to give him any line of sight whatsoever. You see Buzz moved up at bricks, just waiting to see if anyone's going to be coming advancing forward here.
Yeah, there's no way I'm challenging John Olsen with a Marshall. That is not something I would want to do. I mean, Soldom definitely gave it a few goes during APAC LCQ, but
yeah,
it is no easy feat. When the guy is feeling it, he is just, it seems like he's untouchable. It seems like he is just going to pop every head that he sees. But yeah, really slow one to start, but that Hawk going to come through and maybe lead the way for this full sense execute.
Does get a single blind out. Stack's starting to move forward. Blind's coming out. Oh man, Buzz! Point blank gets the weapon, pick up space and down. Chalala out of the fight. Lammy Snacks will manage to shut him out. Goes ahead, recovers the weapon, but that is a huge amount of value here from Vision Strikers, finding 2 kills off the back of that blind. What a play from Buzz. Now RB duking it out with Superbus here in the hallway, tries to go for the right click. Can't quite make it happen. Superbus will find that elimination. Lammy Snacks cleans up a couple others, and now it's just going to be Mako on his lonesome. Scoops up the Ghost, 1v2. I mean, it's versus Spectre, it's versus Marshall. Spike is planted. If he could pull this off, what heroics from Mako we will have witnessed.
Great timing on that by Superbus, waiting for the reload from RB before he peeks that again, knowing that he's very low on bullets, doing a good job keeping track of that. So really nice stuff here, but that maneuver by Buzz, we'll get to it after this round is over, Achilleos.
Reloads, Mako.
Goodness gracious.
He's got the Spectre now. It's a bit more possible. John Olsen starts looking over to this side, towards cave. Around side, doesn't pay attention, but Mako actually pulls the trigger, spots it. Lammy Snacks with 4 kills. Sets up nicely here for Full Sense to take this round. That's their 5th on the board now.
Yeah, it's a great recovery here by Full Sense after, it's not a dash, I can't call it a flash and dash, it's a flash and a sidestep for Buzz and Stacks. Goodness gracious, just instantly domes one, no hesitation after he gets the Spectre in hand and just goes to town. But then it's Lammy Snacks with the counter punch, just steps through to the site, takes 2 down with the Spectre of his own. Nice little attempt here by the Vision Strikers, but good tenacious play from Full Sense. And I know that Full Sense has plenty of energy in the tank, they just need to keep building it up.
And if they could do it here in this round, that's going to help them bridge the gap even further. Pretty much an all in here for Vision Strikers. Not going to be too much credits left over for them if they lose this. We'll put them back on an eco, so we'll see if they can get it done. It would be huge for Full Sense.
Kind of a weird toxic screen here from Full Sense. I want to see what they're going to do off of this. I have thoughts, but I'm kind of curious. Like, is this going to just be setting up for a doors push? Are they just trying to cut off this mid angle so they can safely get to the store? It looks like that is indeed the case, as PTC is pushing his way forward. But the Vision Strikers are pretty well situated for this if he does come through. But oh my goodness, oh Buzz.
They're about to see each other. They are so close, and they just don't even realize it. Stacks in the meantime still playing outside in mid. Oh, the smoke comes down, and Buzz is right on top of him. Just had no idea, no chance to react. Near decayed all the way down to 1 HP. John Olsen, not sure if he meant to, go for a fake there, or if he botched it a little bit. Either way, it doesn't matter. He does end up falling. That Trailblazer does spot out the other 2. Lammy Snacks with a nice little headshot, but Buzz comes up with 3 kills. Again, looking strong here. Vision Strikers, they turn it around when they desperately needed to. They now have 5 rounds up. 3 more to go. This is going to be a 2-0 series. Full Sense, they need to fire back here.
Yeah, I mean, that toxic screen telegraphs pretty well what Full Sense is thinking there, and they're right in position. Buzz, again, is reading all over these things. He's getting right up close and personal with Full Sense, which I guarantee is throwing Full Sense off a little bit at times. They're a team that, is aggressive themselves, and I think, of course, they're used to seeing other teams in their region just fight point blank. That is very, very common in the SEA matchups, but for Buzz to be this aggressive off of these things, to kind of push through into that toxic screen, even though it is a little bit of an awkward moment with PTC, he's still able to win it. And yeah, I mean, this particular toxic screen I think is a little more valuable than the previous one, because this one at least lets you cover your post-plant scenarios, whereas the other one's just about getting to that, and then you're left with a wide open A site on your post-plant defense. So very, very difficult to cover that. You don't have much control.
Yeah. Well, and it's slow and steady here. Looking for some information. It's going to be a heavy stack towards mid. Spike getting ready to creep over through cannon towards elbow.
It's been one of the first beats, I think.
Yeah. Guiding light out from Stacks. back towards Arches, not going to find anything. So playing this with heavy ambiguity right now is Full Sense. Vision Strikers seem like they don't really know where this hit's going to come through. They will hear that guiding light and suspect that this is going to be a collapse onto the B site. We'll see if they're going to be able to stave them off. Stacks over at wall. Got King in the back. JettWon't forward, pushes out of the smoke. King, however, going to be good for 2 as John Olsen finds Stacks. Superbus will get rid of King. Damage very heavily done. A 2v3 with Superbus low on HP, trying to get the spike planted. Approaching now. Oh, that shock dart narrowly missing. Would kill, but neither of them connected. PTC will find one, but now it all falls to him. A 1v2, JettWon't forward, Buzz gets himself over towards the pillar, tries to deny Vision. Buzz out-trades him. That'll be the defuse, and that's going to be 11 rounds now for Vision Strikers.
Oh, that was a great dart. That gave Buzz a pretty easy kill there. He has to transfer off of it. Really nice setup here. Great retake for the Vision Strikers. King is nasty. Just absolutely filthy. This is what I've been talking about a lot coming into this event, is to keep your eyes on King on this Sentinel role on the defender side. He is unbelievably difficult to break, and you can see there he gets 3 kills in that round. In that round alone, just holding it down.
Yeah.
Look at these. I mean, he's just nuts. Buzz doing a great job coming in. Good timing, good teamwork. I love Stacks.
Oh, the man just exudes confidence. I mean, Jess was kind of talking about that on the pre-show, and you know, having chatted with him a little bit, he said, like, I need to be confident because I've seen other teams, when their IGLs, their captains start losing confidence, that's when the team's play suffers. So even if he doesn't necessarily feel confident, he's going to continue to exude that so everybody feels, you know, instilled with hope and confidence to try and push through. Just here going out. John Olsen going to be mowed down. Mako finds him on the entry, but Superbus trades it back rather quickly. He tries to throw the pit, but Buzz is right there. Says absolutely not. Shuts it down. The Vision Strikers looks to get this 12th round on the board, lock themselves into OT, and put us on match point. Trailblazer goes out over towards Bricks, looks to spot them out, will find them. Cyber Cage comes up. Buzz mows down Lammy Snacks. RB makes his way in for a little bit more. Shalala could be good for 1, but then falls down. And yet again, it's all on PTC. The drone's going to search into cave. PTC running forward. Stacks is well aware of his position, gets the headshot lined up, and there you go. 12-5 match point. Full Sense need to win 7 consecutive rounds to take us into overtime.
I mean, it's so hard with Buzz just in these kind of unusual, kind of uncouth places where he is catching FS, just not ready. I mean, and then he shuts down the ult, and that's it. That's round over. Spikes down right on the bad side of the pyramid. I don't know what you can do here. Stacks, of course, very ready for it around the corner. They know the PTC is going to be coming through mid. They've got a crossfire just in case, and this is it. This is match point here.
Get out of my
for
way.
FS. If they can't win this round, it's down to the loser side of their group.
Let's see what John Olsen can get done here so far. Again, the ults have not really been finding their targets. If there was ever a time for him to pop off and get back into that form that we came to expect from him after the LCQ, it is right here in this moment. Everybody else, they have a decent amount of firepower, but obviously it's still a bit wonky. 2 Bulldogs, a Guardian, and a Spectre. They need to find some value from this ult.
And I mean, you've got the op for Buzz. He's got the blades behind it even. And that flash here, Stacks just using it to escape, but it's not going to work. Lammy Stacks going to get him with the Bulldog.
Really great shot down there. That is going to be the setup for the near ult depth. Now they'll be able to identify where everybody else is at here for Vision Strikers. Buzz still goes for the peak. Actually swings out wide, gets himself situated at Ninja. Continues to stare over towards Cave, but Full Sense, they want to change it up. They say, okay, we got the pick at A, let's reroute to B.
Yeah, I really like this. You're trying to use this toxic screen down mid. You know, Vision Strikers weren't fooled by it the first time around, so now you got to try something different. But again, RB just is not going to allow Lammy Snacks to get that lurk to go. He shuts it down. King, once again, stalwart on this defense. Here comes the Vision, but they're going to get the spot on the PTC.
Yeah, and that's a spike on the ground. It does get picked up, and now they're running out of time. 20 seconds remaining. John Olsen will find King, gets him out of the back of sight, but Mako's still here, lurking within the pit. No HP. John Olsen from now here on out needs to hit heads. 1 HP, but oh, Mako just snaps to the left, finds him, and they're running out of time. Superbus will find Mako. That will drop it, but he is going to go down. Buzz will get the finish here. One last right click. 13-5 yet again. They do it on Haven. They do it on their map. Pick a breeze. Vision Strikers take the first series of champions.
Oh man, Mako's so cheeky inside of that Viper's pit, and he waits to pop it, and then he's moving around angles where it's very hard for FS to get a spot and then a finish onto him, because of course they're going to be taking a lot of damage coming through there, getting that decay. And like you said, one of the members of FS was already down to 1 when he gets the first. Then he backs up. He's got a little corner that he can nestle himself into, wait for the rest to come. He can give the positioning to his teammates, call it out, and then they're able to shoot through the smokes and take down the members of Full Sense.
Yeah, very nicely done. Clean from the side of Vision Strikers. And I mean, what a statement. I mean, this was not a map that you and I anticipated they would be willing to go to. And this has to be a bit worrisome for teams who might be facing them in the future. You know, Cloud9, C9, and as well as Fnatic, they are in this same group. They are likely, one of them is going to have to play against them in 2 days' time.
Well, and what makes this so scary, Achilleos, is it was the stack show on Haven, and on this one, dude, not so much, as there is a drum beat going on behind us.